Today we're going to talk about the rainwater harvesting system, rainwater harvested from roof, lawns, and parking spaces. Water scarcity is a serious problem throughout the world for both urban and rural community. Urbanization, industrial development, and increase in agricultural field and production has resulted in overexploitation of groundwater and surface water resources and resultant deterioration in water quality. So dahil nga ang water scarcity ay isa daw sa malaking problema na dinaramdaman ngayon sa mundo, dahil sa pagdami ng tao, pagdami ng pagpapagawa ng kung ano-ano, tulad ng mga establishmento, mga infrastruktura, nagkaroon ng sobrang paggamit ng groundwater and surface water, tulad ng mga ilog, wells, mga reservoir dams, and dahil nga sa mga yon, nagkaroon ng isang idea or konsepto about sa water recycling na hindi mo naman sure kung ang water quality ba ay safe. Kaya naman nakikitang dahilan o nakikitang solusyon ay ang rainwater harvesting system na magkakaroon tayo ng alternative source of water kapag natuto itong i-practice. What is rainwater harvesting? Rainwater harvesting is a simple process or technology used to conserve rainwater by collecting, storing, conveying, and purifying of rainwater that runs off from rooftops, parks, lawns, roads, open grounds, etc. for later use. Ang rainwater harvesting daw ay isang proseso ng pagkakolekta ng tubig ulan na napupunta sa mga rooftops, parks, lawns, roads, and open grounds. So bago gamitin ito, pinipurify ito. And kinokolekta ito para gamitin sa iba't ibang mga gawain tulad na lamang ng mga paglalaba, paglilinis, pagluluto. How to harvest the rainwater? The process of rainwater harvesting involves the collection and the storage of rainwater with the help of artificially designed systems that run off naturally or man-made catchment areas like the rooftop, compounds, rock surface, hill slopes, artificially repaired impervious or semi-pervious land surface. Ang rainwater harvesting ay ang pagkolekta ng tubig ulan sa tulong ng mga artificially designed system tulad ng mga man-made catchment areas. Yung catchment area ay dito mapupunta yung tubig ulan para kolektahin. Several factors play a vital role in the amount of water harvested. Some of these factors are the quantum of runoff. Kung gaano ba kadami yung tubig, ulan na mapupunta sa ibaba, sila yung mga nakisilbing runoff. Features of the catchments, availability of the technology. Dahil yung rainwater harvesting system ay gumagamit ng teknolohiya para makapag-collect ng tubig. The capacity of the storage tanks. Mas malaki yung capacity ng storage tanks natin ay mas maganda dahil mas marami tayong makakollect at ma-store na rainfall. Types of the roof, its slope, and its materials. And types of the roofs, kung ang roof mo ay flat, ay mahirap or mas konting tubig yung makukollect mo. And syempre, materyales, kung mataas ba yung water content, absorption ng materyales, yun ay hindi maganda. The frequency, quantity, and the quality of the rainfall. Kung gano'ng kadalas ba umulan, and syempre, yung quality din ng rainfall, titingnan dahil hindi lahat ng tubig ulan ay malinis. Benefits of rainwater harvesting. The benefits of the rainwater harvesting system are listed below. Less cost, helps in reducing the water bill, decreases the demand for water, reduces the need for imported water, promotes both water and energy conservation, improves the quality and quantity of groundwater, does not require a filtration system for landscape irrigation. This technology is relatively simple, easy to install and operate. It also reduces soil erosion, stormwater runoff, flooding, and pollution of surface water with fertilizers, pesticides, metals, and other sediments. An excellent source of water for landscape irrigation with no chemicals, dissolves salts, and free from all minerals. So from these advantages, ma-convince ka to collect water or to practice the rainfall harvesting system dahil nga sa maraming benepisyo na magagawa sa inyo to. Lalong-lalo na meron tayong tinatamasang water shortage sa mundo. Disadvantages of rainwater harvesting. In addition to the great advantages, the rainwater harvesting system has a few advantages like unpredictable rainfall, unavailability of the proper storage system, and etc. Listed below are a few more disadvantages of the rainwater harvesting process. Regular maintenance is requires some technical skills for installation. Limited and no rainfall can limit the supply of rainwater. If not installed correctly, it may attract mosquitoes and other waterborne diseases. One of the significant drawbacks of the rainwater harvesting system is storage limits. So, ang disadvantages nga lang ng pagkakolekta ng rainwater ay itong mga ito. So, ang ibang mga disadvantages ay minimal lang kaysa sa mga advantages. Methods of rainwater harvesting. There are primarily two prevalent methods of rainwater harvesting that are used in the most of the areas. The first one is the surface run of rainwater harvesting. The rainwater that runs off in the urban areas can be collected and deposited to restore the groundwater or aquifer bed rather than letting the water flow into the drains. Itong surface run of rainwater harvesting, maaari tayong gumawa ng system na rainwater harvesting system sa mga urban places such as sa parking lots, open fields, sa mga lawns, pwede tayong mag-install doon para kumolekta ng tubig kaysa naman hayaan yung tubig na mapunta lang sa mga drainage. The second one is the rooftop rainwater harvesting. The rainwater is gathered directly from the building's roof and deposited into either a tank or artificial aquifer. So, yung method na rooftop na to, ito yung mga kadalasan na ginagawa. Dahil mas madali mag-collect ng water from above. And itong method ng collection nito ay maaari mong gamitin sa pag-inom, pagluluto. Siyempre, kailangan nyo ng matinding pag-filter. Components of rainwater harvesting. Ito yung mga materials, technology para makagawa or makabuo ng isang rainwater harvesting system. Ang una ay ang catchments. The surface that receives the rainfall directly and transfer water to the system is called catchment area. Yung catchment area na to maaaring yung terrace sa bahay natin, patio, mga lawns, mga open field, and yung mga materials na ginagamit dito sa catchment area ay kadalasan ay yung mga reinforced cement, concrete, or galvanized iron. The next one is the coarse mesh. It prevents the passage of debris provided in the roof. Mga debris na to maaaring yung mga dahon na lumilipad sa bubungan natin, mga malalaking tipak or buhangin, ganun, para hindi mapunta mismo sa susunod na passageway which is yung gutter. The next one is gutters. Gutters are channels that circle the edge of a sloping roof to capture rainwater to the storage tank and move it. Kung makikita tayo ng typical na bahay, sa dulo ng roof, nandun yung gutters natin. Sila yung sumasulo ng mga rainwater papunta sa tubo pababa. So, yung mga gutters natin ay maaaring semicircular or rectangular na gawa sa materials na iron. So, kailangan talagang protektahan yung gutters natin para kapag napunta doon yung tubig, na madaming tubig, hindi sila mabibigay agad.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Move Emma Bisamis and I am the next reporter. Conduits. The conduits are pipelines or drains that bring rainwater to the irrigation system from the catchment or rooftop area. So basically, itong conduits ay yung pipes na sumasalo ng rainwater from the collection area, then dinadala nila ito sa required location. Note that these pipes must have sufficient slope so that the water flows with gravity and walang water na may store or mai-stuck sa pipes after na tumigil ng ulan. Conduits can be made up of polyvinyl chloride or PVC and galvanized iron or GI. Next is the first flush or rain diverters, as the name implies. This flush off the first water of a storm before it enters the storage tank or away from a rainwater catchment system. Bakit ba kailangan ng first flush sa isang rainwater harvesting system? Every time kasi na umuulan, yung first pass ng water ay yung naglilinis ng mga sediments na naipon sa roof simula ng last time na umulan. Since yung first pass ng water ay nagko-contain ng most contaminated particulates such as bird droppings and other materials, importante ang pag-eliminate ng mga contaminants na ito before na ma-transfer yung tubig sa storage and conveyance system. And this is the main function of rain diverters. Then, a filter unit is a chamber filled with filter media such as fiber, coarse sand, and gravel layers to remove sediment and soil from water until it reaches the storage tank or recharge structures. In a filtration, suspended contaminants are separated from a rainwater accumulated over the roof. Again, gumagamit dito ng iba't ibang filter media, and obviously the finer the filter, the less material will get through the tank. So ideally, the filter should remove anything larger than 1 millimeter and smaller if possible. In some cases, nag-a-add ng charcoal carbon filtration sa mga filters to improve the taste of the water depending on the vessel the water has been stored in, but this is optional and a matter of personal preference. Next is the storage container, often called cistern tanks. This is often the most visible or recognizable component of a rainwater harvesting system, where the captured rainwater is diverted to and stored for later use. In overall, yung main goal ng isang storage tank is safety. It should store water collected from the roof that is safe to use. So these tanks can either be cylindrical, square, or rectangular. Then, depending on space availability, storage tanks can be constructed above ground, partly underground, or fully underground. Then, recharge structures. Rainwater can be charged into groundwater aquifers through any appropriate structures such as dugwells, bore wells, trenches for recharge, and pits for recharge. So ano ba ang importance nitong recharge structures? Recharge simply refers to the replenishing of groundwater resources. And since groundwater, which accounts for up to 30% of freshwater resources, and aquifers, where groundwater is located, are now at risk, kailangan natin ang recharge structures to support a more sustainable water supply. Yung nasa picture is yung dug well, which leads water to higher depths from which it enters groundwater, while some recharge structures support water percolations only at shallower depths such as trenches. The next one are the different processes of rainwater harvesting. The first process of rainwater harvesting is the rainwater harvesting conducted on the roof. In this process, the rainwater is collected on the rooftop, and this collected rainwater is allowed to pass through pipes into a storage tank at the ground level. Dito sa picture, makikita natin na unang magdadrop yung rainwater dito sa collection area, then nagtatravel ito through gutters. Itong gutters naman yung nagtatransfer ng water pababa sa storage tank na siya nagsasecure ng nakollect na water, which is also filtered when required. On the other hand, yung ibang water naman ay napupunta sa pangalawang collection area na nagbababa ng water papuntang conduits na siya namang nagdadala ng water sa recharge facility. The next process of rainwater harvesting is the rainwater harvesting on parking spaces. And dito sa pictures, makikita natin yung iba't ibang way ng pagko-collect ng rainwater sa parking lots. Note that the blue arrows denote water flow from rainwater. The first picture is a parking orchard planted with food-producing trees. For the next one, makikita naman natin na yung sidewalk runoff ay dinadala yung water papuntang adjoining vegetated bioswale so that it will grow filtering plants and trees that will shade cars, people and hardscape. Next, the third picture shows a parking area that drains to adjoining sunken mud planting areas. The fourth picture shows an impervious parking bay, and kapag sinabi nating impervious, hindi ito napapasukan ng tubig. Dito dinadirect nito yung runoff papuntang downslope vegetated by a swale. Yung last picture naman is a diversion berm or speed hump na nagdadirect ng parking lot runoff sa isang vegetated basin. The last process by which rainwater can be harvested is the rainwater harvesting on lawns. And involved dito yung pag-i-slow at pagdadirect ng rainwater into a green space na nag infiltrate at nag store ng soil for immediate use ng plants. This can be as simple as directing downspouts to planted areas, or it can be more involved such as constructing small drainage channels or swales to direct rainwater to planted areas to installing a rain garden. Dito, makikita natin ang isang swale and isa ito sa mga nagko-collect ng rainwater just like what is stated in the previous slide. This is a shallow, gently sloped channel for rainwaters, and this may be lined with vegetation like turf grass or with gravel or rocks. Other functions of a swale ay para mapabagal yung velocity ng runoff water, mag-trap ng sediments and other contaminants, and also promote infiltration. Swales can also be used to direct rainwater into a rain garden. And now, dito naman ay makikita natin ang isang rain garden, and this is an ornamental garden planted into a shallow depression designed to hold water for a short time, typically 12 to 48 hours before it drains away. Makikita natin ito sa mga locations kung saan bumababa yung rainwater from a roof, lawn, or pavement. Makikita din natin sa picture na ito na nagko-contain ito ng soil, berms, and native plants like perennials and shrubs, as well as hedges and ornamental grasses na siya nagfa-facilitate ng infiltration and evapotranspiration and nagpo-provide ng natural pollutant filtering. So that's all, and this is the end of our presentation. We hope that you have learned a lot from us. Thank you for listening.